Good day, A. Roberts 115. How are you? Hey, Jane. I am on the Holiday Island Ferry. Hey, Brycan, Turk. How's it going, Jane? I'm on the Holiday Island Ferry that goes from Nova Scotia to New Brunswick. Thanks for joining, Azera. Yes, I've been doing a few periscopes. One or two. I'm trying to do one a day. Hello from the UK, how are you? So this is the ferry that goes from Nova Scotia to the Canadian province Prince Edward Island. Whenever I went from PEI to Nova Scotia the last time, I took the other ferry, the Confederation. It's a very great day, and it's good that you're fine, and I want to encourage everyone that's watching on the web to download Periscope, sign up, use it, and it's a great app, so be sure to download it. Cold? No, it's not bad here. It's it's pretty good actually. There's no wind. It's probably about 12 degrees. Well, you're lucky. You guys have had it really warm out there, Jane. So again, I'm on the ferry from Nova Scotia to New Brunswick. I'm trying to figure out how to invite people. The crossing's, I believe it's an hour and 15 minutes. It's something like that. We left Nova Scotia at 11:15. And yeah, we should be there by about 12:30. Yes, you can. Jane, how do I invite people here? How do I invite people to the session? I thought you scrolled over or something. Anyway, it's a pretty small ferry. There's only one restaurant or one cafeteria on board. There's not many people. It's pretty. Hey, there you go. How did you invite followers? It's pretty small. So I've pretty much walked completely around it. It's nothing too big. They're doing some work on it. Last week, whenever I went from Nova Scotia to Prince Edward Island, this ferry was actually in a dry dock, and they were doing some maintenance to it. So I think this is probably one of the first few runs. Yeah, I'm not seeing no share option. Anyway, there's a lot of web viewers, so be sure to sign up. It's a pretty small ferry. Maybe that's what I did wrong. I was supposed to do it before I went to broadcast. So there's basically two floors that you can walk on. course, you can go inside too. There's a cafeteria inside. Cool. No, it's on. So there's, up here, outside there's 3 people. But again, it's only about 10 to 11 degrees. It's the less exciting ferry that they have. Yeah, I'm going home. I've been away for a week. I have an apartment in the next province over. Actually, you might know it. It's the next province over in Halifax, and then I have a house on PEI. So I'm on PEI for a few days, and then I'm off on another ferry trip, which is to the Magdalen Islands, and I'll be in the Maggies for a week, and then I'm gone back to Halifax for a month. Hello.
Hey.
So lots of traveling. Yeah, the Maggies is definitely a favorite place. Why haven't you visited Canada? The Maggies is very cool. It's basically a big basin head. So it's Basin Head was voted the #1 beach, but the Maggies is pretty much Basin Head, but for like hundreds of kilometers. Well, you need to come. You need to come visit Prince Edward Island or the Maritimes. Maybe Point Roberts, Jane. Alright, I can't tweet it, but I wish I could, but we're coming up to probably the most popular photographed thing on this ferry ride. It's the lighthouse. Is that better, Jane? So up there you can see the ferry, which is, the Wood Islands Lighthouse. There's actually 2 of them there. But the one on the left is obviously the bigger one and the most popular one for this trip. Hey Dave! How's it going, Dave? I'm heading over to the ferry, or I'm on the Holiday Island, heading to Prince Edward Island. But I'll be back in Halifax in probably about a week or 2. Probably a week. You can still see that white stuff on the screen is snow. There's a lot of it up on the coastline up here, but as you look down the coastline, you see less and less of it. Just small spots. When I was in Chester, I was having a conversation with people about snow, and they couldn't believe that we still had snow on PEI, and they were quite amused. But it has been crazy weather. We've had amazing weather. It's been pretty warm here. I shouldn't say here. I know it's been pretty warm in Halifax. It was above 20 there maybe twice or 3 times this week, I think, Dave. I have a house, Dave, in Charlottetown, but I also I've been visiting Halifax this past week. I have an apartment in Halifax as well, in Spryfield. How's what's the temperature over there? Yeah, it definitely helps, especially with the tourists. They all want to come see. They want to come see our beaches. There's been some people on the beaches. So this is the inside of the ferry. This is how you get down to the vehicles. So I'm just on the Holiday Islands and we're going on a bit of a tour. Feel free to tap the screen, give me some love. The ferry's pretty cheap. You only pay to get off the island. You don't have to pay to get on the ferry. Oh, Dave, the ferry's the best part, I think. I rather the ferry, if your schedule allows for it. But I mean, you save on gas. You only have to pay to get off. It's expensive. It's about 70 bucks to get off the island on the ferry. And I mean, if you take the bridge, you have to pay for gas. And obviously, it can be a long, boring drive. Here, you get to sit down, relax, and no rush. When are you going to Fargo, Jay? We have a ferry here, and then we have two ways off and on our island. One's via ferry, one's via the bridge. Next week. Nice. How long are you going for? And then there's they have food service. Oh, and my favorite part. I am definitely a foodie. But they have lobster rolls. $8.75. Oh. Alright, so we're getting close, so I'll go back outside and I'll go around. Oh, the lobster's amazing. I've eaten lobster pretty much every day on my visit to Nova Scotia. Except for today. I went for something greasy, which I shouldn't have. I'll hate myself later after the gym. It's okay. The other ferry they have is a lot nicer. For ferry standards, it's pretty basic, but it's only an hour and a half. Alright, so here's the lighthouse. The infamous lighthouse that everyone talks about. There is, Dave, but I tried to use the Wi-Fi for Periscope, but Periscope said no, the Wi-Fi sucked. Didn't work good enough, so it's pretty slow. They just use sounds good, James. See ya. Drive safe, or be safe. They use the cell phone service to basically offer the Wi-Fi, and I'm pretty sure it's limited. So we're just coming into the port now. So when most people come to PEI, they usually spend time out here photographing this lighthouse. It's very popular. Now this ferry too, I should show you this quickly. There's basically a control booth on both sides, so the captains have to run back and forth. Oh, it's very smooth. Very smooth. I don't know if they have stabilizers on here or not, but it's pretty nice. Those buildings ahead down there were donated back in the 80s, I think. Oh, nice. I used to play down in these buildings 1973 as a kid. They were donated in 1973. I'm going to zoom out here. Open Sea Pros? I'm not sure what you mean. So I'm going to take you guys down to the car deck. For the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what you mean by open sea channel. That looks good. Oh. What was the question again about the waterway? So now we're down on the car deck. This is a very open deck. Unlike the other one, it's closed. There's two decks. You can see what we're going to connect in to here. There's a top deck and there's a lower deck. The lower deck is for trucks. The top deck is for passenger vehicles. The other ferry now that goes back and forth has 3 decks. It has 3 decks, and it's a lot bigger, a lot nicer too. Alright guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. Don't forget to follow, don't forget to tap the screen, give me some love please. Anyone that's watching on the web, I encourage you to download the app, it's well worth it. It's pretty sweet. And yeah, enjoy your day everyone. Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch again. Thank you. Time to head home.